race number 2 is the first of 2 races over 5 furlongs, and I'd be a very happy man if I won both of them.
Right.
I'm not without a shout in this one, though, am I? I mean,
no. I think first night. I think we should talk about him. He's on a roll. He runs so well that 5 furlongs should be in the lead. And if Pat's got, well, he's got the ideal draw as well, hasn't he? Really.
Well, I think if you'd have asked him what draw he'd want, he'd have picked the 1.
Yeah.
The horses ran to that rail. Yeah. In both his runs. Even when Tig rode him, he was leaning towards that rail. He seems to like running up the far side rail.
Well, he's got the perfect draw, and I think the way he runs, he's always well in the lead. And really, he was just getting home over at 1200 last time. Which
is strange when he's won over 14, but last time, for me, I know at the start of the season I was calling him a dog, and you can't say that about a horse that's won 3 for you in a year, but he's still a little bit of a monkey. Once he wants to do just enough. I mean, you look at his form figures, it's not like he's never going to be a kilt rock who's going to win by 6 lengths.
No.
He just does what he needs to. And I've looked at this race, there's not a lot of pace. The only one, Gleneven, is the only horse I think in the race that has a tendency to lead.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
I think you may say Paul Hannigan's horse has led, but you know, I don't think he's one that wants to lead. I think he's normally tracking the leaders. Gleneven has led, but again, I went for the whole race. He's the only horse in this race, I think, that's actually won over 5 furlongs.
Yeah.
He's coursing distance here. His only win before we brought him in the UAE was over 5 furlongs.
Sure.
And I mean, I said before last week's race, I think I was quoted on the telly as saying that I think 6 could be his best trip. The more I've watched last week's or 2 weeks ago's race back, I could be wrong. 5 could be his best trip because he has them all off the bridle so early.
Yeah, he does.
I mean,
that's the good thing about this. I wouldn't be worried about the 5 furlongs to 6. I mean, Gabal was coming in there. I think.
Yeah, but Gabal was struggling at the 4 furlong mark.
Yeah, he was. But I think this is just a clutch of straws. A lot of these horses are just finding this race because they wanted 6 furlongs or out a bit further, and they're just gone for this.
I think a lot of horses are running because there's not a lot of options.
There's
left.
nothing left. That's right.
If you're more of a sprinter, and let's say you're a 6 furlong sprinter, a lot of these have got form over 6 and 7 furlongs at this track.
Yeah.
And most of them travel, run on. The only leader in the field for me, if First Night runs and Pat Dobbs gets them very relaxed in the stalls, he gets them out well. I'm hoping he does it 2 races running and gets a nice comfortable lead in both races. But I think First Night's got a big chance. I'm actually going to tip him.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I think you don't let go of a horse that's really going well, and this horse's last 3 runs have been really good, but I think this trip will really suit him.
And there'll be a nice weight on his back as well, because he's been carrying 58 to victory, and he's only carrying 55.5 here. Lovely draw.
There'll be all jockey as well, don't forget, won't it? The saddle will be about 2 inches small.
2 inches more, So you've got Doug's hitting form at the moment.
Yeah.
Pat's riding well. Who do you think's the danger?
Well, I would say Gabal, just because he'll be chasing him. I don't think over the trip for me. A lot of these will not get. Will not be fast enough.
So I don't see Gabal because I've looked at Gabal.
No,
I think he needs further.
He could be running on.
I think at the 5 furlong stage last time, there was 2 lengths between them.
The only other one then would be Latcaf for me because he loves the track.
He does well at the track, but I think he's more of a 6 and 7 furlong.
Oh yeah,
so
true. Well, they all are.
They all are. It's a strange race. I think Ali and Paul Hannigan's horse looks like it's got a bit of class about it, but I would worry first time in the UAE. He's obviously arrived this year. It's his first run. I just think First Night's found another lovely spot. So we're both going to go First Night?
Definitely, yeah.
Race number 2. 2 tips for First Night.